and 26 of their final 49 games are on the road. 30 of those against the Western Conference.
But they're 10-8 at home, Matt. So it's not like Staples Center has been this place
a dominant home.
Stay in control. Keep those feet moving. Keep that ball moving. Keep them shoulders low.
Maybe you're with me on this. When you go play the Lakers, it's like no matter what team you're playing for, if it's not the Lakers, it's still like going to play the team that won the championship last year.
Right.
If you play the Knicks, you feel the same way as a player. When you go to Staples Center, you want to show out.
Environment.
You want to show out.
Right.
You want to go there and have big games. So the Lakers, not only are dealing with the fact that every team that's going in there, because it's the Pacific Ocean, you smell blood in the water, it's the fact that you're in LA and that you want to have a great game. So they deal with
make that ball move faster.
A team's best shot coming in there and trying to take the Lakers down.
And let's keep this.
Don't carry the ball. Make it move faster. Do the same thing. Make it move faster.
They see them down. They want to continue to kick them in and step
That ain't the same thing, is it?
all the way down because the history, everything Brent's talking about. You go in Staples Arena, you see all the stars, and for so long you've never seen the Lakers play this point.
As we sit here today, do you both feel like the Lakers are a playoff team at the end of the season or not?
No, I said no. I said no last week. I'm sticking with my guns.
Yeah, I can't. You know, we were sitting up here talking so negatively about them, and it's not because we don't like the Laker organization. Don't really like the team, the way it's constructed.
This one?
And so there's definitely something.
I have to show it to you. You're moving so slow.
And in the personalities for the Lakers that is not coming together for them. You can have all the names on the back of the jerseys you want. If you're not playing for the one on the front, you're not going to win in this league. And so after this week, if they're 6 games under at the end of this week, Matt, there has to be some talk for Mitch Kupchak, and we hate talking about that.
He'll be losing the next week.
But there has to be talk about who it is that's putting on the Laker uniform and how it is you're going to try to salvage this season, because there's other things at stake, given Kobe with a couple more years, and the fact that you're still having to impress Dwight Howard in some way to make this a place where he wants to stay. I mean, that is still looming large. That's impacting not only the Lakers, but that still impacts, in my opinion, other teams that feel like, wait a minute, maybe this might not
legitimately,
yes.
4 or 5 other teams at least.
Well, think about it. They don't trade Powell. He's $19 million next year. You got Kobe at what, $24 million and $30 million. And now the White's looking at, now I got to get signed, and I want that 5th year. That's in what, 5 years, $85 million with the guys to get somewhere around there. So now he's going to start somewhere between 15 and 17, give or take. Now, how much money?
Your credit card's maxed out. Just making minimum payments or even behind on your bills. Call us now.
Each time you go into your leg is one. I'll count them out. Go.
Reducing America's credit card debt is vital for our economy. Now, there's a program to help you. We offer the successful alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, or taking on new loans.
I had over $25,000 in credit card
debt. You're wasting time.
Then I called Freedom Debt Relief and got my debt cut in half. I resolved my debt in about 24 months.
Get by it, man. Don't let that bother you.
I had $17,000 in credit card debt. Then I called Freedom Debt Relief. They were able to
Let's just
settle
do
all 7 of
25.
my credit card bills with one low monthly program.
No, we got to work slow.
This program
Let's get to 25. Then let's do 25. Let's go.
Before you make your next credit card payment, talk to us. This is a unique program that will get you relief and on your way to resolving your debt. Make the most important call of your life today.
Call Freedom Debt Relief now at 1-800-230-1265. That's 1-800-230-1265. 1-800-230-1265.
You dropped the ball at 25.
Saturday night in Orlando, Carmelo Anthony stood tall as time grew short. With 16 of his 40 points in the fourth quarter, to help the Knicks beat the Magic. It was Melo's third 40-point game of the season, leading to some MVP chants from within the crowd.
Tell you what we'll do is
in Central Florida.
We'll get to 100. Let's just go to 100. I don't care if you drop it. Just go fast. Let's go. We'll go to 100.
Frank Isola covers the Knicks for the New York Daily News and joins us from Madison Square Garden. And let's start right there with Melo. If the Knicks keep winning, Melo will continue to be part of that MVP chatter. You see him play every night. What is he doing differently than in seasons past?
Well, I definitely think he's all in. I think he's competing at both ends of the court. And, you know, he's been taking over games. You talked about that Orlando game. It wasn't just that he scored the 16 points in the fourth quarter. He had a big play where he set up Tyson Chandler for a dunk. He made the pass that led to the pass that led to Jason Kidd's big three-pointer. So it's not just scoring. Carmelo Anthony's He's making plays, making the right plays, and in a lot of these games this season, he's clearly been the best player out on the court. He's bought into what Mike Woodson has wanted. Mike Woodson told him, hey, listen, I'm going to get you shots, but I need you to do other things for me. Carmelo's done that, and I think being at the Olympics around Kobe, LeBron coming off a championship, I think Carmelo
don't stop.
Winning more than ever, and that's what he's committed to.
And increasingly, he'll have another star alongside him on the floor. Amar'e Stoudemire will play his 4th game tonight. And it's always interesting, Frank, when a star guy joins a team already winning games, what will he have to do to adjust to in order to maintain the chemistry the Knicks have already established?
Back up there, you know.
I think that's a very delicate situation right
now. Go ahead.
Remember, if you go
Stop
back
the breathing on him.
Joined the team, the Knicks actually have a losing record when Amar'e and Carmelo are in the lineup together. They have had a winning record since Mike Woodson became coach. Now, in the first 3 games, Amar'e's come off the bench. He's going to continue to come off the bench because he isn't there yet.
This is where it's 4th quarter now. Let's go.
Dennis Scott and Brent Barry in a pickup game at this point. He just isn't fully there. He's not getting the explosion, the quick moves. I think the Knicks are hoping that he gets it, but an issue with Amar'e has been defensively as well. So at some point, I think he's going to start. I think it's going to be much later in the season because the Knicks, once again, are going to start Marcus Camby.
All right, free.
But it's going to take a while for Amar'e. Remember, he's only played
drop the ball.
in the last 9
Hands over your head.
Well, frankly, with all the injuries, Mike Woodson gets his team off to a great start. Well, this guy definitely listens to me because I think he maybe more than DeAndre Jordan. I don't think they ever take a shot outside the lane. Those 2 guys that come to mind.
He doesn't ever. They don't post him up.
Don't post him up.
I think Tyson once said that he just misses all of his shots in practice, which is a smart way to go.
You can do it. 69.5%. I'm told the current number.
That's 7%.
Tyson Chandler. Both those games on 2-game win streaks. You know, Frank was talking about the good problem, I guess it is. I don't know. We always say it's a good problem, but it's still a problem.
Yeah,
Mike Woodson's going to have when all the parts are there, and there's a similar thing happening, obviously, with the LA Clippers so far, and they're still waiting on Billups and Grant Hill to get back, but so far, it's worked for the Clippers in terms of that second unit. You're shaking your head already. And
I think that,
go ahead.
I don't know if it's good to compare the 2 situations because of who it is that we're talking about. There's a history with Amar'e Stoudemire in New York. Right. What happened last year with Insanity, Melo being out, Amar'e coming in. Those 2 guys not really meshing in the way that Knick fans and coaches.
That's why we're doing this.
You
gotta learn how to stay focused
together. Does not
your head up.
Whereas you're talking about the Clippers, Chauncey Billups, he came back. They won 3 straight games.
Right.
Obviously back injured. Grant Hill's not going to get in the way of anybody. This is a $100 million franchise player that's supposed to be in the fold and be impacting games.
And who many people believe is incompatible with the other
and so there's a lot more attention, drama, and significance surrounding the Knicks situation as opposed to what could transpire in LA.
Well, I think Mike Woodson and every coach in the NBA would rather have too much talent than not enough talent.
Sure.
And I think when everyone gets together,
see how you're doing something different?
Is the piece that makes you feel a little more at ease because he's an extension of your head coach on the floor. And when he's on the floor, the ball moves better. Defensively, they help him better. So I think with him being on the floor and being on the sideline will help enforce what Mike Woodson's trying to get.
And how much does Raymond Felton's return? Because Raymond Felton
that ball tight. You know, keep it tight, man.
Together. How much when Raymond's back and healthy?
Yeah, 1 more minute.
Do they get an opportunity to get some minutes together?
Don't have your scary face. Hey, your focus face.
What's nice about this problem for the Knicks, and if you're a Knicks fan,
you move that leg.
Is that we're talking about so much.
Feet gotta move, man.
Right. They've kind of risen above the talk about
35 seconds.
Play hard, they're not committed. Yeah, those questions have been answered to this point, 33 games into the season. Now we're talking about these small details, and those small details will determine how far the New York Knicks are going to go in this season.
It's a good sign for your team at home, fans, if people like us are looking for problems
15 seconds.
rather than discussing actual problems.
Let's make it without messing up. 15
seconds.
seconds.
That's kind of what's happening with New York right now.
Yes, it is.
The Lakers, they have real problems.
That's exactly where I was going.
It's been a long time. That's exactly where I was going. You'll see more of those next Thursday night on TNT when they invade.
You know, there are a lot of different things we look for. There's the ability to get better. What kind of athleticism a person has a guy perfected his skill set? You know, have they become the knockdown shooter that somebody might be capable of becoming?
Back up some.
But it's also something that
what you want to do is you don't want to start behind your back. It's like basketball. Start with your power dribble, go behind your back and come between your legs.
On the court in the NBA that much, so It's a great way to kind of keep up with their development as well. Even though
just
they haven't
keep,
been
you'll
major
get it.
factors
Keep
yet,
flowing.
you know,
Keep
it might be
flowing.
something that's involved in a trade or somebody that we go after at some point later in their career. So it's constantly.
Just get it behind that back. Get it back in front of you. That's it. Okay, what you do, but use that behind the back.
You know, this is a great event because it's 4 games a day for 4 days, so you see a lot of basketball, you see a lot of different.
You gotta move them feet. You can't stand there.
Can speak more about how productive it is.
Well, Melvin, we saw what Linsanity did for New York last year. Did that, or should I say his performance, make some of you guys look a little closer and see if you can find that next diamond in the rough like Lynn?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't quite the same story, but, you know, we had a great little D-League story in New Jersey last year with Gerald Green. We saw him here at the showcase. We got reports that he was just, you know, really coachable and had a great attitude. His athleticism is pretty obvious to all of us.
Get that ball. And it goes to the side. Hop your behind over there and get it. Don't just watch it roll. Okay? Try to keep that ball alive. You got another minute and a half. Go.
Well, Milton, 13th year of the D-League. Last year in the lockout season, 50 guys called up into service in the NBA. This year, 10 so far. I want to ask you about the impact for the D-League, having teams have single affiliations with.
Yeah, 1 minute left. You're not doing nothing.
Impacted the way that teams are able to really get this farm system going and watch guys for a number of years, also implement a system. How much of the single affiliation has impacted the D?
I think what we're seeing is the benefits of single affiliation and ideas of using your D-League single affiliation. You know, we're kind of in the incubator stage. So what New York did a couple of weeks ago with bringing their D-League team down to their practice facility to practice with Amari, what Boston has done a couple times and bringing their whole D-League team to Boston to work out with free agents. There are a lot of innovative ways that single affiliate teams are using their D-League that maybe aren't that publicized.
All right.
As we get
that back in there. Work that back in there.
We're going
a lot of oopses in this
using and integrating our minor league system in ways that aren't even obvious to us right now. So I think it's fantastic. I'm a huge bull on the future of the D-League, and again, this is an event you have to be at if you think that the D-League is a productive place to develop and find players.
Well, good luck hunting for that next D-League.
Another audition to play your way back.
Well, and I applaud Mike James for going down once again with the right attitude. Go down there, get a workout in, break a sweat, show the league you still are in shape. That's all they want to see. They know you can play, they know you can shoot, they know you can dribble. What kind of shape are you in at 37 years old? Because if we pick you up, you got to play right away. You're not picking you up to sit there and watch.
Well, two things. It beats this job, so why not keep playing basketball? But secondly, Mike James got picked up by the Bulls last year, and Dallas has had an issue with the point guard. They tried. Derek Fisher was there, and quietly the fish went away downstream and was gone. And you know, real quiet. But obviously, Rick Carlisle was looking for something to come in there and jumpstart that team and somebody to lean on. And Mike James has put himself in that position. So good for Mike.
Doesn't matter the age. Mavericks need a point guard. That's right. Tried a couple old ones already. Fisher and now Mike James will get a turn as well. D-League Showcase continues, as I mentioned. And Tuesday, you'll see it right here on NBA TV starting at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. On the way, Oklahoma City Thunder in progress in the nation's capital. Highlights of the Thunder and everybody else in action tonight.
There you go. Good.
On January 11th, experience the paranormal.
Will you jab at me? Jab at me again. Jab at me again, like that, with that right hand. Jab at me again.
Tic-tac-toe in your face! The haunted house.
We had the ball here. And you went like
what if
this.
you could turn your lights on?
That was good.
From a completely
you went like this, then you
city.
should have went that way.
Tell your front door to lock itself.
If you lean
and secure your home.
Your right shoulder this
check
way.
Your kids.
They think you're going that way. Then you put the ball to your left. To your left.
Simple, affordable home automation. It's the power to control and protect your home.
What are you adding stuff for?
If you're a homeowner, call or click now to learn how you can get this kind of convenience and control in your home. Vivint is home automation created
jab
for
this
today's
way and then go
world.
the other way.
It's wireless, and it all starts here with Vivint's intelligent touchscreen. that lets you turn off your lights,
last time you had the ball here,
adjust
and
your
you stepped
thermostat,
this way.
arm your
You
security
should've walked
system,
like this.
literally manage any gadget in your home, and control it all through your laptop, smartphone, or tablet. Vivint received the Consumer Digest Best Buy Award for their full home automation package. Call now and see how you can get all of this for a one-time activation fee of just $1.99. With Vivint, you get more than control over your home. You get a state-of-the-art security system, which means your home is protected every second of every day by Vivint's monitoring centers. In case of fire, intruder, or medical emergency, Vivint will notify the appropriate authorities for you and let you know instantly by phone call, text, and email alert. Customize your system with video cameras, motion detectors, smoke alarms, door and window sensors, lighting and small appliance control, and more. Call now and get your equivalent of your first month free. With Vivint, you get everything you need to make sure your family and home are safe and secure. You can also save up to 20% on your home insurance and make a big difference in your energy bill, so the system practically pays for itself. Convenience, control, and security, month after month, all for about $2 a day. Why wait? If you're a homeowner, call or click now to customize a system for your home and get your first month free. Call today and you can be up and running as soon as tomorrow. Vivint, simply smarter.
We met on Christian Mingle 5 years ago today.
We would not have met had it not been for Christian Mingle. I just thought, Lord, this is the one for me.
Find God's match for you. Join ChristianMingle.com today.
Are you a homeowner 62 or older and looking to cash out equity or even eliminate your mortgage payment? You can count on Reverse Rate for a low fixed rate and outstanding professional service. Call us now to turn your equity into tax-free income and lock in this great fixed rate. There are no income and no credit qualifications. You will have no monthly mortgage payments, and you will still own your home. If you have mortgage payments that you would like to stop
at the end of the season, but he's available. Well, if you want to shoot for the stars, then
well, and I like you saying that because it's a reality. But I think the way the Clippers are playing is so much fun.
I don't think there's any chance.
Yeah, there's no chance, but
not his head.
But you know, people like to dream. We've seen some crazy things go on this.
Yeah, this is we already know how to do this, man. We can't learn this.
I would love to see him sign that, by the way. I would love for the Clippers organization and for Chris Paul at some point with things going the way they are, who knows, come around All-Star break when there's a little bit of time off and Gary Sachs as the general manager sits down. Obviously management knows how important Chris Paul is. If there was commitment to him, I mean, you think about what a confidence boost that is. I mean, knowing you're playing this well, but to see Chris Paul is on board for the next
going really
5
slow,
years
V.
for the Clippers, boy, that would be huge for them at some point during the year.
So let's say the plan A, which is now in its third or fourth incarnation for the Mavericks, doesn't pan out. They don't land Howard. They don't land Chris Paul. They obviously haven't landed Darren Williams. With 4 guys under contract and an aging Dirk Nowitzki, what do you do to rebuild this roster?
Yeah, it's hard to say where you go. It's hard to start to piece together you go with a bunch of veteran guys, you try to acquire some picks. I mean, Dirk obviously your biggest asset, but you don't want him playing in another jersey. Right. And he's there.
Move your body and get the ball. Don't turn around. In basketball, you can't turn around and reach for it like this. There's 9 other guys out there.
Usually takes a year and a half to get back from something like this.
You lose control, get the ball back.
To his full competitive form.
Or just don't lose control at all.
To see how Mark Cuban, I mean, 13 years he's built and turned that.
That's too slow on that.
Destination city. Trust me. He was the first guy, Mark Cuban, setting out dinner for the opposing team. So when you come to town, you used to go to the city. Nobody used to do this, but Mark thought about, well, I'm going to feed players after the game, even the opposing team. We're going to put out this big spread. The game is over. You get to eat. You get to get on the board.
Step your foot forward and go into your legs. It's a crossover. There you go. Step the foot forward.
In a good light. It's going to be very interesting to see how they are going to approach next year and what they're going to do in the summertime.
This whole thing is a disaster. This one is a disaster. All right, I'm being honest with you. All it is the crossover to the side, man. Yeah, any trouble should be behind your back, and at this stage, you shouldn't have any trouble behind your back. Let's go again. Come on. Look, if you don't drop the ball here, you shouldn't drop the ball. Step a foot forward. Lean, turn your shoulders. Turn your shoulders.
Rolled the dice there in Dallas after that championship year, and now they're in a bit of a pickle. Looks like and struggling just to get back into the postseason. More on the way here on Game
Better.
It's
better.
On the Lakers' latest injuries.
Move your body, get control of that ball. Lightning quick in the front. Bing, 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 bing.
Bring in the new year with Fragrance. I love dark beer. This just got weird. Family.
What's today's date, boy?
1/7/13.
What's today's date, boy?
January 7th, 2013.
Great kids.
All right.
He wants to
How old are you?
family with a $500,000 term life.
You want to be good or you want to be great?
Great.
What do you think it'll cost?
What do you got to do to be great?
$100 a month.
Work hard.
And after you work hard, what else you got to do?
Actually, none of the above.
Work harder.
Get a $500,000
Where do you get your strength from?
highly rated insurer for
Who's God?
$18 a month. His secret?
The Father
Select
of
Quote.
love.
Select Quote is impartial.
Who's his
They'll
son?
comparison shop stick of insurance companies like these to give you a choice of your best prices.
Before you do any work, you should always pray, boy. You hear me?
Yes.
Jim's wife, Deidre, can get a $500,000 policy for under $16 a month. Select Quote is